and welcome back, and thanks for coming back. Where are we? On the old airport road, heading in towards Paphos town, and we're going to take a slight left down the purpose-built road that takes us down to downtown Kato Paradise, of course Kato Paphos, as it says on the sign. If you keep going straight, you're heading to Paphos Central, but of course most people want to go and see what's going on in the downtown Kato Paphos part of town, don't they? And of course along the way we're going to get some great views indeed. In fact, a spectacality of a view indeed. Of course, if your name is Sir Jim, cuddle up to a girl called Lady Amanda, because very soon indeed you will be jetting into downtown Paphos and having a truly spectacality of a holiday indeed. Now, I'd like to do a big shout out to a superstar who's coming with his wife, he's coming with his mum, and of course he's bringing his two superstars with him as well. So if your name is Mark Peacock, yes, a very Calimera to you. Of course, to your wife Cheryl, we're going to see you hopefully when you come into Paphos. Your mum Olive, and of course Amelia and Abigail are coming as well. And hopefully you're going to hunt us down in the Kato Paphos Promenade and Harbour area. And you never know, we might get to do the Chuchuchka dance arm in arm with Amelia and Abigail. Fingers crossed. Look at that for a view. It really is a great day indeed. The sky is blue, the sea is blue, Mr. Paul is dressed head to toe in blue. All that's missing is you. So come on, get yourself on a big bird or a canoe, start paddling like crazy. Paphos Cyprus, Marika Me. Yep, you've guessed it, we're waiting especially for you. Don't click off just yet. We're going to head down towards Rikkos Beach, and we're going to get to the cusp of the blueness of that blue Mediterranean Sea. Now, a word of warning: if you're on this part of Paphos, in particular this road, and perhaps you've borrowed a car, stolen a car, rented a car, who knows, but you're in a car, take it very easy on the gas. Otherwise, the boys and the girls in blue are going to be zapping you, because they're more often than not on this stretch of road, especially in the mornings, and they can be a bit sneaky and be around at night as well. And also there are camera vans up and down that can go mobile, so take it easy when you're driving around Paphos. The speed limit predominantly is 50 kilometers an hour. They're quite lenient, so you can travel around about 60. So if you get in the habit of traveling around at 60 kilometers an hour or just under, here, there and everywhere, when you're on your travels in Paphos, you won't be going far wrong. At this next roundabout, we're going to take a left and we're going to head down to the Yereskippu Municipality Beach, or to give it its more localized name, Rikkos Beach. Why is it called Rikkos Beach? Because there's a Rikkos Beach bar on it, and he was the gentleman that opened the first beach bar on that beach, and from that day on the name stuck. And it's quite a good name, isn't it? At least you can get your tongue around it anyway. See, Yereskippu coastal area is coming up especially for you, and it's going to take your breath away, that's for sure. Now, there's a gentleman, I don't know if he's in Paphos at the moment or if he's buggered off back to Macclesfield, but anyway, he's been up and about on his travels, showing all the bad bits of Paphos. And of course, yeah, we do have some bad parts, we do have some roadworks going on, but to say it was a holiday from hell, well, I tell you what, with no disrespect to Macclesfield, I went there once, and that was a long time ago, and I know it's got a bit worse since then, so yeah, I don't think I'll be jetting in there anytime soon. And to be honest, he obviously believes he's much cleverer than everybody else, but perhaps he's not, because he went and bought one of those electric cars, and he's found out he's lost a complete and utter fortune. So perhaps he's not so clever as he thinks that he is. And you never know, we might even get to bump into him on the downtown Kato Paphos Promenade and Harbour and have a fisticuffs. What do you think? Yeah, I'll sit down and have a chat with him, because he's a nice enough guy. He's trying to get his views, and we all understand if you put not such nice headlines, you know, Marika Me could do it, oh look at all the terrible roadworks that are going on in Paphos, we'd get more views. You know, we could also, well, let's stop it now, shall we? Rikkos Beach, here we are. we wish him a great time when he's on his holidays in Paphos, and I'll bet he's having a good time, by the way. He's just trying to get his views up, and to be honest, that's what we should do, because he's got a very successful YouTube channel, so he's obviously doing something right. But please do not believe everything that he is saying. Same about electric cars, isn't it? Some people like electric cars, and some people get on with their electric car very well indeed. He appears not to get on very well with his, and perhaps he should go back to doing fish and chip blogs and those kind of things. Stick a big sausage in his mouth. What do you think, Lady Andrea? I bet that's put a tickle to you. And Sir Martin's probably falling off the sofa. Don't be worrying, the Peacock clan will be coming to town, Sir Martin. They've outdone you. You bought a peacock brooch for Marika, but this gentleman, Mark, has got a wife and 2 children, and their surnames are Peacock. So there's going to be a few peacocks strutting up and down the downtown Kato Paphos promenade and harbour area very soon indeed. Anyway, this is Hotels Road, by the way, and the first hotel on the block is, do you know what it's called? Louis Vuitton Beach. Yeah, a luxury 4-star hotel that sits on the cusp of the blueness of that blue Mediterranean Sea. Walk out the back door and there's a coastal pathway that takes you all the way down to the downtown Kato Paphos promenade and harbour area. Although, word of warning, you know, if you are frail or perhaps it's hot, be very careful, because the walk from this area to the harbour is going to take you around about 30, maybe even 40 minutes. As we get closer and closer, obviously that time is cut down a little bit. Like this place here, Assamina Suites Hotel. Now, we know a girl that used to work there many years ago. Well, it wasn't that many years ago, because she's a young girl now, and she's coming to Paphos very soon indeed. A big shout out to one of our favourite girls in the whole world, and of course her name is Lady Lubika, and she's bringing her daughter Sandra, and hopefully she'll do us the great honour of joining us in the downtown Kato Paphos promenade and harbour area, and allow me to buy her a pint or 2. Leonardo Cypria Bay, are you watching, Sir Justin? Have you recovered from that hangover after singing your heart out in Lofty's Bar? What's coming up next? Rikkos Beach. That's had a bit of a refurb. Remember, most of these hotels, if you want a quick look inside them, if you Google the hotel name and the words Marika Me up, normally will come our little escapades as we dart in and out. This is the Athena Royal Beach. Nick and, of course, Julia will be staying there very soon indeed, and hopefully we're going to bump into them in the Kato Paphos Harbour. Now, if you do like what you see, hit the like, click that subscribe. Don't forget to keep coming back for that little bit more of our complete and utter madness. And of course, if you want to keep the channel afloat, if you want to keep us lubricated, why not go and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform? It's totally safe, it's totally secure, and that's where you can gift us a virtual coffee or 2. And of course, a big shout out, and again a thank you to Sir Mark Peacock and of course his family. We'll be seeing you very soon indeed. And of course, more and more people are choosing to join us as superstar members on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. Only €10 a month, that's all it costs you to get yourself that little bit closer to Marika Me. And of course, very soon indeed, we'll be becoming the Marika Me privilege card. When you're out and about in restaurants, in bars, in gift shops, mention those magic words, Marika Me, and more often than not, they will knock something off your little bill. So there you go. Now, if you want a view to die for, perhaps on the right hand side, the Soho Resort could be waiting especially for you. But you're probably going to, well, die of a heart failure when I tell you the price. The top floor duplex apartment is €4.5 million plus VAT. So that's way over 5 million then. And if you want one of the lesser apartments, there are cheaper ones, don't get me wrong, they start off at 850,000 plus VAT. So again, we're knocking on the door of €1 million. But if you're about to stay in the Alexander the Great Hotel, you never know, you may have a couple of bob under your bed. That could be Dayman, it could be Lady, oh so sweet Caroline, it could be Lady Maggie, Lady Ness. They could all scrape together and probably buy that duplex apartment and well, have some great views out into the blue Mediterranean Sea. Now, this is where all the roadworks are coming up. You see, so far, not been bad, has it? You know, not that bad at all. Pretty much better than Macclesfield, I'm sure. But yes, I understand there is roadworks and improvements going on here, but slowly but surely they are coming to fruition. And there's no doubt that over the next 2-3 months they will be finished. And of course, if you come in later in the summer season, should we say, you won't even remember any of this, because it's going to be absolutely spectacular. New seating areas, new planting areas, new pavements, and then finally a brand new road surface. So downtown Kato Paphos is coming back better than it ever was before. And it won't be long before people will be saying, my goodness, I went such and such, I went such and such. I tell you what, it's not as good as Paphos, because Paphos intends to be the greatest resort in the world. Let's give Mr. V a toot. Yasu Gumbaro. That's Mr. V in the Royal Restaurant, one of our favourite restaurants. If you were looking carefully there, Lady Andrea, so Mart, you'd have seen him looking out over the roadworks. But the restaurant seemed to be quite busy. Why is that? Great food, great service, and reasonable prices, and of course a view to that, which is the downtown Kato Paphos Promenade. Like I say, if you like what you see, hit that like, click that subscribe. Doesn't cost you a single penny. And of course, if you want to keep us afloat, go and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. I hope this gentleman has seen me behind him. Well, his parking sensors, won't they? See, lots of work going on. People have said that they never see any workmen around. Well, they must be coming out at the wrong time today, because there's a lot of work going on in downtown Kato Paphos, and they're working hard to make sure that this resort is back fully online for the summer season, which is coming very, very soon indeed. Like that block there. Do you remember that block? If you're familiar with Paphos, it was a weird looking building, and now it's not. Now, we don't know what it's called yet, by the way, but it is Suites. So you can pop into the reception and get yourself a price and book yourself in there and get a great view. And of course, you're right in the centre of downtown Kato Paphos. Perhaps you pop to the Grazie restaurant here, pop in there and get yourself, well, something to feast your eyes on and digest. Yeah. Paramus Hotel, that's had a lick of a paint, by the way, and they've moved the canopies outside. They must have been illegal. And of course, right in front of us now is the Sofiana Hotel and Resort, a luxury 4-star resort that is a 5-minute walk to the blue Mediterranean Sea. We're going to take a left. If you want to play a bit of poker, that's where you'd go. We're going to take a right, and this is now the main entrance to the Sofiana Resort and Spa coming up. And it is a very nice hotel, by the way, and one of these days we're going to go storm it again, especially for you. This road now wiggles and waggles us back towards the inner ring road, as we call it, and back towards the Paphos Mall roundabout. So don't click off just yet. That's an electric car, isn't it? See, he's wandering around looking for a charging point is what he's doing. There we go. Supposed to be a very good car. Drop in the comments. Have you got an electric car, and would you buy another one? Does it suit your purpose? Because obviously if you're in a small commute, perhaps in your local town, electric car is ideal, isn't it? Provided you've got somewhere like a garage to plug it in. Not much good if you're in a penthouse apartment at the Soho Resort, is it? Well, you need a very, very long cable indeed. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you again very, very soon, somewhere on my travels in and around Paphos. This is the inner road. That is the Paphos Mall just over yonder. And we're going to get to the Paphos Mall roundabout. And I'm going to say ta-ta. Yes, the road to Sherlock Holmes, have you ever? And of course, Lord Rob up in downtown Paya.